Hi, but I'm back with the video. We're going to be reacting to. Oh, didn't mess that up somehow. Rocket to Insanity MOP fanfic reading Grimdark by the Lost Narrator. This video was suggested to me by Twizilla Sparkle. Now, my throat hurts. Like, a lot. So, yeah, please bear with me through this video. Oh, man. Painful. Allergies, I think. I'm assuming. Let's go again to the video. Pretty long, 23 minutes, 39 seconds. Yes, I am in the dark. It took me so long to record this video, bro. I want to do it in the dark, you know, in the dark because, you know, it's creepy, you know? I had to wait for that fan to turn off because if the fan is not turned off, it feels like it's not creepy enough. You know, there's like a noise in the background. I don't know. Let's go again to this, bro.
The following reading contains subject matter that some listeners might find disturbing.
Checking the recording.
Listener discretion is advised.
We good. We recording. Yep. We good. Sorry about that plant right here being in the way. Sorry about that. Hopefully don't bother y'all. Okay. Deceiving Tales from a Lost Mind. Okay. It's hard for me to read with the light shining back in my face, blinding me. My brightness turned up all the way? Yes, it is. Okay. It's turned up all the way. I have seen this before, but it's been a long time. When was this uploaded? 5 years ago. I'm old.
Screams
I've seen it like maybe 3 years
throughout
ago.
the cloud palace of
Off to a great
Rainbow
start.
Dash's home. The filly startled wide awake in
I'm
a
sorry.
cold sweat, terror surging through her veins. Nightmares, again, for the 7th time this month. And it was always the same
7 times
one.
this month.
The one with the cupcakes.
Dang.
Flashes of memory lanced through her head,
AKA Pinkie
wings
Pie.
being hacked off,
Oh,
then
my case
ripped
is
from
almost
their
dead.
sockets.
Freak.
Needles plunged
AirPod
into
case
her
almost
beating
dead.
heart.
okay,
Adrenaline
let's go.
injected
Let's see
into
what
her
we got.
body to keep her wide awake.
Freak is that?
And
Oh,
alert
yeah, picture of
to
Rainbow
the
Dash.
torture.
That was the
The
thumbnail.
smell of her own flesh cooking. The sight of her own blood and gore spilling from her surgically incised belly. The
Nope.
mastermind behind her terror toying with those glistening
There's a
organs
lot of
like they were
creepypastas
party
with Pinkie Pie,
favors.
bro.
She
And
knew
Rainbow
in her
Dash.
heart that Pinkie Pie would never be capable of doing such a gruesome act.
Oh,
But
nah,
that
just
thought didn't
no.
help make the dreams any
Then
less
again, if you have never
vivid.
seen this,
The Pegasus
it's not
pony
all Pinkie's
sobbed
fault.
openly, curling up in her blanket and rocking back and
That's all I'm
forth
gonna say.
as her body trembled with fear.
From what I
She
remember,
hadn't
at
told
least.
any pony about the dreams or the lingering
Yet.
feeling of steel
Hasn't told
piercing
anybody
flesh
yet.
and blade cutting
I'm sorry,
bone.
I'm spoiling it for y'all.
Over time,
I remember
her
a few
work
parts and
suffered
pieces
because
about
of the
this.
constant night terrors. They were so powerful that she was simply afraid of going back.
Picture's
to sleep.
creepy, but there's dots
I
all
always
over my
wondered
eyes
why
from the
she
light.
spent most of her days napping in the open and in daylight. She could only rest.
You know what I really wish I can do on the iPhone? I know I can on the iPhone, but I wish I can actually turn down the flashlight in the camera app. I can do it on the iPhone, like, you know, go into the flashlight setting on the iPhone, turn it down. I can do that by just holding it down till, you know, bars pop up and I just scroll it down to turn it down. But I wish I could do that in the camera app, the video recording. That would make my eyes so much happier
In the
and me
shining
happier.
brilliance of the sun.
That'll make
far from
everyone
the
happier.
shadows that haunted
Also,
the
it'll
darkness
make it creepier for
in her
y'all.
own mind. But even then, the black clutches of her fear-addled subconscious had begun to creep into that relative safety. Dash
No.
whimpered as tears streaked down her face, staining the fur on her cheeks as wide eyes darted around the darkened scenery of her room.
We're gonna make this
and her
creepier.
breath came before hiccuping sobs.
For me, at least. I'm gonna put both of these AirPods in, so it'll be going in both ears, so there won't be no silence in the left ear. It hurts my ears, though. Like, it hurt. I might not keep it in the whole time, but most of the time. Stay over there, AirPods. Let's go.
Her wings clung tightly against her form.
Already creepier.
As
I don't
paranoia
know
began
why.
to clutch the edges of her mind. Shadows lurched and moved in her peripheral vision. Routine natural noises becoming distorted and echoing within her mind. As adrenaline surged through her shivering form. This wasn't healthy. Her mind was slowly
it wasn't.
breaking under the horrors of her own subconscious mind. Things
Yep.
that no pony should ever even have the slightest thought about, chipping away at her psyche. She
I
was
agree with that.
starting to crack.
Speaking of crack, I'm cracking my knuckles. I'm sorry.
Rainbow Dash?
Rainbow Dash? Rainbow
Hey, has
Dash.
anybody seen Rainbow Dash around?
I wasn't even
Applejack
trying to do her
trotted
voice.
through the streets of
'Cause I know I
Ponyville,
can't.
looking high and low for the town's resident speedster
High
pony.
and low.
Bypassers just shook their heads and shrugged. Oh, horse
You should just be looking high,
Figures
AJ.
that pony's nowhere to be seen when
She ain't
you
gonna
really
be
need her.
low.
The cow pony grumbled and continued
she's
on through town.
not as loyal as she
hoofbeats
seems
kicking up
out to be.
dust
You know what I
as
mean?
she looked into the sky for the Pegasus pony.
Just saying.
Consarn it! Rainbow Dash!
What?
Where in
Tom
the
Sarn
wide
it?
world of Equestria are you? A long
Sleeping.
yawn from the branches of the tree
In a tree,
behind
yep.
her met her answer. The pony in question dipping a head down and gazing at Applejack from an upside-down position.
What? Applejack? What is so important that you had to go and interrupt my napping?
The western pony stamped a hoof on the ground, scowling at the Pegasus. Now you know just why I'm making a fuss and finding you. You said you were gonna bring a little rainstorm over the crops at Sweet Apple Acres nearly 2 hours ago. Instead, I find you out here, in this tree, snoozing your little behind off.
She has a good reason,
Dash
AJ.
gave a groan, slipping out of the tree and landing
You'll
on her
probably never
hooves,
know, but she has a
shaking
reason.
her head. She appeared more disheveled than usual, her mane a mess.
Okay, I'm sorry for pause. The last time I'm paused because it's a pretty long video. But what I really want to do one day for my channel is react to that video, that Rocket to the Sanity's complete, that 4-hour long video, the third one over, about Scribbler Productions. I want to react. I've seen that video before, but I want to react to that whole video in one episode. I maybe do a live stream on it or something. I don't know. But I do want to do that whole video. The problem is I need like a computer to do that so I can, so my life will be easier. So I won't run out of storage. But I would love, hey, sleep just came on. But I would love to do that. It's already 11 o'clock? Oh, it's 10:14, okay. It's like a thing before 11 o'clock comes on. Anyways, I really want to do that one day, but it's going to be forever. It's gonna be a
Bags
while.
under her eyes
Also, I got to learn how to live stream with the computer.
from many sleepless nights. She looked pale, sickly almost, yet still tried to put on an air of cheeriness.
Yeah. Keep your saddle on. I'll get it right now. Sorry.
No, she won't.
stuff.
As the Pegasus pony turned
What'd she
and
say?
spread her wings to take
Not
off,
gonna rewind, 'cause,
Applejack tilted her head to the side and gave a small frown. Dash,
Just small enough.
okay? You look a little
That hurts.
under the
That
weather.
hurt my throat.
Dash grumped, shrugging her
Yeah.
shoulders as she gave her wings a little test flap.
Just over
I'm
here.
fine.
Was the
Need my
only
drink.
response from the Pegasus. The cow pony behind her stepped forward, giving
Throat
Dash's
hurts.
side a little nudge with her snout. You sure about that?
Don't touch me. I'm
Chill, Artie.
I'm fine. Honest,
Chill.
I just
She nearly spilled the beans right then and
Can I put this
there,
over here?
but refrained. She couldn't take the chance that the other
It
pony
works.
might think
I'm doing
different
that.
of her, because she was being so scared out of her mind every night by some stupid nightmare. Her body gave a little
Stupid
shiver
nightmare.
as
I think it
Applejack
should be a
looked on
worrisome
with
nightmare.
concern.
gotta go.
Before Applejack could say anything further,
AJ ain't
Dash
catching
was
her.
off like a rocket towards Sweet Apple Acres,
Nope. Not
leaving
getting
the
her.
cow pony to scratch her head in confusion.
Only Pinkie Pie can catch up
That
to
girl
Rainbow Dash.
just ain't right.
Facts. Hey, everyone. I hope I remember to edit out these ads. If I don't, that's going to be very embarrassing. Thank you. I was about to say if you're playing or not. It's alright, Dash. Come on. Don't cry. Tank will come back one
Another
day.
terror-filled night. Dash laid curled
Y'all remember
upon
that
the
episode?
floor of her cloud home.
Tank went into
blankets
hibernation.
around her shivering form.
Never saw him
It
again.
was worse this
I'm
time.
joking.
She
I
had
think.
been filleted
Yeah.
open, set upon the dining table of the pink earth pony, as slabs of her own meat, dripping with her life fluids, were sheared from her flank, served to all of her friends, herself still somehow alive enough to be aware of
This
the
is
entire
cupcake.
situation,
This is the cupcake.
hearing the laughter
Okay.
as
I
they
get it.
devoured her life
get it.
form. as fork and knife
I'm a little
dug
slow.
into her innards,
Hold on, I'm a little slow.
tearing her apart. She was nothing more than a slab of meat for her friend's enjoyment.
I have to keep it over here, guys. I'm sorry. My setup's not the best. Okay? Literally, not the best at all. I have to keep it over here because my microphone is over here. So if I keep it over here and I talk over here, y'all will barely be able to hear me, so.
Hiccups punctured through heavy sobs as the Pegasus pony clutched at her head. The visions of her nightmares had begun to engrave
I haven't heard one of
themselves
those
into
yet.
her memory. Every horrible detail, from the
I haven't
fiery
heard one of those
pain
yet.
of rent flesh to the sickening
Just
sound
saying.
of innards being torn and ripped from her belly. She
Don't play the sound
whined
effect.
as she lay
Don't play the
curled
sound
tightly
effect.
upon the floor,
Thank you.
sniffling as her tears gushed from her eyes.
Just leave me alone. Why won't you just leave me alone?
She
Is it my
hiccuped,
eyes
rocking back
playing
and
tricks on me,
forth.
or is her
I
eye
don't deserve
phasing
this.
through her hair?
Just stay out. Just get out of my head, please.
I mean, I
Just-
got circles
just
around
stay
my
out
eyes.
of my head.
I see some
Fear
circles on
turned
the
to
screen
anger,
because I'm
Dash
blinded.
beating her hooves against her temples.
But her hair
Get out.
is
Get out.
facing
Get
through her hair.
Get out. Get out. Get out.
She weeped openly
Chill,
now,
Dash.
grinding her forehead against
gosh.
the floor of her room. Her hooves pounding and pounding at her head, bruising the flesh, as pent-up frustration and sleep deprivation erupted in an agonizing scream of rage and sorrow. Another night, another crack in the window.
I'm assuming Lost did the voice for Rainbow Dash, and she did a good scream there. Holy crap. That sounded so realistic, gave me the chills, bro.
Every pony had noticed.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
in the way she walked, the way she talked. Her body language said it all.
The way
Gone
she
was
mocked.
Rainbow Dash, that cheerful, brash speedster.
I
She
don't
was
know.
replaced by some
A demon.
hollow shell. She
A
drifted
demon, people.
aimlessly over
I just
Ponyville
spit all the
as
way over
weeks
there to my
of
phone.
interrupted sleep had taken its toll upon her. All of her friends knew that something was up, but none
See
of
if
them
I'm still
knew
recording.
exactly what to do.
Paranoia.
She had pushed them
Still
away,
recording, I'm good.
lashing out
Alright.
like a wounded animal every
12
time
minutes,
they tried to
13 minutes
console
now.
her and plead for her to get help. Too headstrong, some would say. Too proud, others still. But none of them realized the gravity of the situation until that one fateful day.
Some
The
hair.
day that Rainbow Dash finally snapped.
No, it's
It had
not. It's
been
like the
an
light shining
unseasonable
on me.
warm spring day in
think.
Ponyville, as every pony went about their business. Lyra and Bon Bon chatting it up beneath their usual table at the cafe. Applejack selling the first harvest from Sweet Apple Acres, as
Yep.
ponies lined up for those ruby delectables. And within
Sounds
Sugar
good.
Cube Corner, Pinkie Pie was busy darting to and fro in the kitchen,
Like
baking
a
up a
freaking
storm.
hair on me, bro.
She glanced at the
Man.
clock every now and then, frowning each time,
Oh,
before
it's
the
my
bell to the
mustache.
door finally rang. A haggard-looking Rainbow Dash
It's my mustache
entering
the whole
shop.
time.
Rainbow, you're finally here. Oh, I've been so worried about you. You've been all
So
loopsy
worried about
dopsy,
you.
so I thought I'd ask you to
No.
come visit me.
Oh, loopsy
so I can make you
dopsy?
feel extra super special.
Shut
and
up,
cheer
Pinkie
you
Pie.
up. But then you didn't show up when I thought you were going to, and I was all sad that you were going to stay cooped up in your house all day. But then you came, and now you're here, and now we can have some fun.
Dash merely looked at her blankly, before shaking her head and stumbling forward.
Whatever, Pinky.
Stumbling
What do you
forward,
want me here for?
stumbling.
The energetic Earth Pony
Why am I trying to
bounced
act this
about
out,
the
bro?
kitchen, over towards one of the many ovens of
freaking
Sugar
idea.
Cube Corner, before pulling the door down, reaching in and pulling out a tray of puffy, fluffy cupcakes.
Excuse me.
She spun around,
Ow.
grinning widely
I
as she
heard,
showed
bro.
the baked goods to Dash.
I made you cupcakes.
Dash paled. Her mind flashed back to the earliest of those nightmares.
I'm getting the chills,
The
bro.
most vivid, the most intense. A tray of cupcakes, tasting it, finding motor
Bro.
skills rapidly deteriorating,
Bro.
stumbling as her body shut down under the effects of some unknown drug.
Bro.
Pinkie
Like, I'm
Pie
gonna
looming over
slide
her
down.
with that trademark grin, eyes gleaming
Slide the chair back,
as
bro.
the world dimmed around her.
Now
Y'all still see me?
take a nap.
Dash's vision became hazed as the
Oh,
world
it's the
began to
vision.
spin around her. She stumbled
Okay.
back, shaking her
I get
head
it.
and whispering under her breath.
No, no, no,
No, no, no.
Yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no,
yes,
no, no.
yes.
She backed up, eyes wide with fear,
Yes.
as she shook her head violently,
Yes.
looking around frantically for an easy way out, or any way out. The window, the door. No, no, I don't want him. I'm not gonna let you. Let me out of here. Let me out of here.
Oh, that's my
Pinky
watch
nearly
on the
tilted
wall.
her head to the side
Wonder what the frick that
quizzically.
was.
She set the tray down and lifted a few cakes out and plated them. She bounced over to the shivering
cake?
Rainbow Dash.
You're making ponies
and
out of
offered the
cakes
plate
now,
to the
Pinky?
Pegasus. Dash
Oh,
stared
heck
at
nah,
them.
bro.
They were the same
I'm
color.
done. I'm done with
the
Pinkie
same
Pie, bro.
Kind. Run! A voice in her
Oh,
head
bro.
said.
Run, you idiot! Run!
A hoof flashed out,
Yeah,
smacking
run.
the plate out of Pinky's hooves.
I
Idiot.
said I don't want him! I know what you're trying to do! It's not going to work!
Pinkie Pie frowned at the discarded cupcakes, but in typical Pinkie Pie fashion, she just shrugged and went about cleaning them up.
Maybe you don't like avocado icing? That's okay. I made plenty more so we can make some to your liking. Is
Ew.
that okay, Dashy?
She
Avocado
glanced back,
icing?
the Pegasus letting out panicked whimpering noises.
Woo,
Eyes
woo, that's
fixated
so
on the pony
gross.
before her, her eyes
Holy
nearly
crap.
pinpricks, as fear and adrenaline coursed through her veins.
Man, that's so gross.
She was pinned between Pinky and the wall behind her, chest heaving with heavy gasps. Horror filled her mind, playing the scenes from her nightmares over and over again, of the saw rending off flesh, cutting through bone.
Say, Dash, why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking is what I was doing with the knife. This is a saw. I
That's
don't
the
get
exact same thing she
Run.
said.
Get away!
The scalpel piercing her
The
breast,
exact same thing.
dragging through her flesh down her groin, filleting her open like some sick sort of pinata.
In
Didn't
a
I
few
just
minutes,
react to
you won't
this?
be able to feel anything below your rib cage.
I just reacted to
Then
this,
you'll be able
bro.
to stay awake and watch the harvest. Move!
I don't want to watch no harvest.
Get away! Get away! Get away!
She was hyperventilating by now, no longer seeing the longtime friend, but a horrific, sadistic butcher.
Aw, I thought you would have lasted longer. Oh well.
Pause again.
It was really nice
Pause.
knowing you, Dash. Do something!
And then she saw it.
Do
That
something.
shining sharp protector just sitting there on the table next to her. A voice within her mind whispered
I
to her
remember how
like
this
a
goes.
seductive lover.
Dash, don't do
sounding
it.
So wrong, but
Dash,
so right at the
Think
same
before you do
time.
anything.
Kill her. Dash
No.
hesitated. Part of her wanted to
Don't.
scream, another to run, but yet
No.
another considering
yes,
the
run.
actual request.
No,
Kill
don't do
her
that.
before
No.
she kills you.
She
Her
won't.
mind was a maelstrom of conflicting thoughts.
No.
The Pegasus felt sick to her stomach, the beat of her own heart
I'm
pounding
honest.
within
My
her
stomach's
head.
honestly hurting right now. I'm not even lying.
She stared at it, hoof slowly stretching out, trembling as parts of her still warred, still tried to reason.
Take it. Take the knife.
Tears streamed down her
Good,
face,
Dash.
but her hoof hovered over the handle of the tool-turned weapon, as if the last frayed strands of her sanity knew what was happening, knew that it was a fighting battle it was going to lose.
Excuse me.
Take it!
She snatched it, holding it in front of her at Pinkie Pie with shaky hooves. Her ears splayed back against her head.
Stop it, Dash.
Leave me alone! Please, Pinkie Pie!
She hasn't done anything to you.
Just leave me alone!
Pinkie Pie looked at the knife being yielded by
She
her
hasn't
friend
done
for the
anything
moment,
to you yet,
before
Dash.
giggling and bouncing over towards Dash, whose heart sank as the filly rapidly approached.
Oh, Dashy, you silly filly. You got me good with that one. Never one to turn down an opportunity to prank, huh?
She didn't think. Her body was acting on its own.
Pinkie Pie's an
Gasp.
idiot.
Pinkie Pie looking thunderstruck.
I'm sorry
as
for all you
Dash
Pinkie Pie
heaved,
lovers,
frozen
but-
in mid-strike. Pinkie Pie brought a hoof up to her cheek, dabbing at a wide cut, looking at her own blood-stained hoof.
Dash? I told you. I told you to stay away. Why
kill her. And the hurting will stop.
Please,
No, it won't.
please, Pinky, just
That's not how it
Just
works. You can't run away from your problems. You have to face them.
do this.
Kill her.
Because technically,
Kill
she
her.
is facing her
Kill
problem, I
her.
guess.
Kill her. Kill.
Facing her problem, but
Kill.
not really.
What happened next was a blur.
There's blood on Dash's
Memories
nose.
fuzzy in Dash's mind.
Yeah, I think there
As
is.
Pinky tried to make sense
Again, I
of what was
got
happening,
dots in my
Dash
eyes.
let out a chilled mix between a wail and a scream, catching the Earth Pony off guard as the blade darted forward, slashing through her neck, severing vein and artery as the gout of crimson issued forth from the wound. Shock and surprise registered on Pinkie Pie's face as she gurgled, blood hemorrhaging from that wound, staining her pink fur with the red hue of her life essence. Again and again that blade struck out, Dash's speed not restricted to her flight as she plunged the blade into the filly with increasingly rapid pace, sobbing hysterically as she carved the squirming and flaying filly up, through breast, through bone.
I
Pinkie
think she's
Pie's
dead,
struggles
Dash.
slowly faded as her blood was spilled onto the floor of Sugar Cube Corner's kitchen, pooling around her, splattering the Pegasus atop her with the hot red fluid.
Rainbow Dash, I think you got your target. I think you might have got your target. She's a little tiny bit dead. Just a tiny bit. Not too much, just a tiny bit dead. At least I think she might be.
Just leave me alone.
She
She hasn't
screamed,
done.
fear
She has
turning
not
into
done
rage.
anything yet.
You couldn't just go away.
She
could
never
you?
will.
You just have
Because
to
she's
keep
dead.
coming back.
Pinky's eyes were wide with terror as
Hey, yo,
tears streamed
Dash.
down her face.
You mind
visage
chilling the freak
frozen
out?
and a mix of fear
Please?
and anguish.
Thank you.
As those slowly glazing eyes stared up at Dash,
Imagine she
the
actually
strikes
chilled
of the
out.
blade grew slower until the Pegasus finally plunged the implement deep into Pinky's chest, spearing through the filly's heart and ending her party once and for all. Dash heaved for
That
breath,
line is a
limbs
savage
shaking
line.
as she looked down at her handiwork.
That line is.
Blood
oh,
stained
man.
her fur and feathers, painting her a deep crimson, wearing the life force of her former friend like some sick outfit. She sobbed, letting out a wail of anguish as she realized the gravity of what she had just done. Her hooves wrapped around the butchered filly, holding tightly at the still warm corpse of her friend.
No.
Did that picture change? Hold up.
Just done. Of her former, just done. Her hooves wrapped around the butchered filly, holding.
That picture has been changing this entire time, hasn't it? Oh my gosh! Bro, I didn't even know this entire time that this picture was changing. Hold up. We're at 8 minutes. Hold up. It was changing the whole time. Oh my gosh. Bro.
Out a wail of
The
anguish
entire-
as she realized the gravity of what she had just done. Her hooves wrapped around the butchered filly,
The
holding
entire
tightly
time it
at the
was
still warm
changing.
corpse of her friend.
Bro.
No.
Didn't even realize.
I didn't. Sweet Celestia, no. What have we done?
You killed Pinkie Pie.
No.
Dash's body shook as her chest heaved with each gut-wrenching cry of anguish. She
How
let
does
go
no
of
one hear
Pinky's
her, by the
body
way?
And let out an ear-piercing shriek
Yes, they're in
of
Sugar Cube
terror
Sugar
as she
Cube
looked
Corner.
down at her.
But if you know, there's Sugar Cube Corner. They have like doors that swing, like the Western doors. They like swing open, you know? At least I think they do, don't they? Oh, they have those like leading to the kitchen. Okay, never mind. They don't have those in the front. I don't think, do they? I don't think they do. So yeah, they're isolated. So where's Mr. and Mrs. Cake at? Where's the Cake Twins, bro? Where's anyone? The Cake Twins can't do much about it, but still, where's anyone in this story?
Blood and viscera coated them, dripping down
They
through
call
the
Louty
fur.
screaming.
The scene straight out of a horror movie laid before her eyes. She skittered backwards, slipping in the pool of blood of her own creation, slamming cheek first into the pile of gore before
Think about it, that
finally
wasn't your
gaining
creation.
purchase and
Wasn't
dragging
Dash's
herself
creation,
over
but
to the farthest
I'll let it
wall from
slide.
Pinky's still form.
His lost narrator is
Her
the best.
stomach retching in her as she emptied its contents upon the floor next to her. Her mind raced, thoughts running a mile a minute. As she emptied its contents into the pile of gore, before finally gaining purchase and dragging herself over to the farthest wall from Pinky's still form. Her stomach retching in her as she emptied its contents upon the floor next to her. Her mind
Alice said
raced,
she like
thoughts
emptied
running a mile
Pinkie
a
Pie's
minute.
corpse or whatever.
Wide, terror-filled eyes
I don't know
stared
what I was
at the
thinking.
scene
I
made
wasn't paying
by
attention.
her own hoof. Murder. She had just committed murder. She had mercilessly slaughtered one of her dearest friends. It was
That she
unheard
has.
of. No pony had murdered another in hundreds of years. Voices within her mind.
There
called
has been
and
murder in
whispered
Equestria
to her.
before?
She's dead. She's dead. What have you done? What have you done?
You told her to.
Did this. You're a monster. Never forgive yourself. You did this. You're a monster. You're dead. You're a monster.
Kill
The
yourself,
world
Dash.
spinning around her as time seemed
Bro. Hold up. Bro, I am... Bro, I don't know if y'all can see this or not. I don't know if y'all can see this, but my eyes are literally watering, bro. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I can't tell if y'all can or not. But bro, that... Too scared to have the light off, but guess what? I'm a savage. Oh my... If y'all know what just happened, bro. The picture changed. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about it. The picture changed her smiling. I've not been that, like...
stand still for her, the last vestiges of her sanity being plucked apart, one
Bro.
by one, until the
She's
final thread
smiling.
snapped. Hooves grasped at her head, matting her rainbow-colored mane down with blood. The Pegasus rocking back and forth in the bloodied kitchen, as a crazed grin spread across her muzzle, humming disjointedly to herself.
Woo!
Giggle at the ghastly. Snortle at the spooky.
Dash threw
We're
her
doing a
head
song.
back, curling legs against her chest, as forelimbs wrapped around them, psychotic laughter issuing forth from the speedster Pegasus, as her world shattered around her, psyche and spirit, broken and splintered.
Okay. Well, that was a reaction in 3/4. Okay. So, Dash got her revenge. You happy now, Rainbow? Scared the freak out of me. The first time I seen this, I do not remember that picture changing one bit. Not one bit. I noticed it this time. And when I seen her smiling at the end, I don't know what it is, but that creeped me the freak out, bro. See, that actually genuinely terrified me. Like, it gave me the chills. Let's just say that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Oh man, let me go ahead and... Oh, I can barely see the screen. Okay, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Oh man, I'm nervous. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment below, and as always, peace out.